Alright, this is what I'm talking about. So basically, look at this. They almost look similar to the point I kind of want to just call this Pokemon Korag. But yeah, this artwork I don't really have much problems with it. Obviously he has the power to go through dimensions and other shit. Is actually pretty cool. I like what I did for this, the different dimensions and stuff. It actually is pretty awesome. Um. But the only thing I have a problem with is other arm, and I kind of just wish I could have made it work better. I was so focused on trying to make it look perfect. I should have just made this thing just connected like rounder, for then it would look more, for then it could look symmetrical. But whatever. So okay, this is another one that kind of had a different form evolution because the person who was helping me do the Pokemon Digimon fusions, they gave me one that worked perfect. So this is the one they gave me. The Digimon is actually, she was one of the Devas, if I remember correctly, and she was the Guardian. But then we found out that apparently she was not just a Deva. What she was actually a Digimon partner. What I do find pretty cool, the fact that she was a partner all this time. Also, she's freaking huge. Well, I do find pretty cool. I have never seen this Pokemon in an episode a day in my life. I swear. But this one is very cool. It actually has a very good significance into my universe of the 50 gates. So if you guys don't know, this Pokemon is actually the person who basically guards the portal that leads to different realms. The different realms that the different typings of Pokemons came out of and connects to other realms. This Pokemon protects it with his very life. But yeah. Also, the Pokemon what I did for this one was from my own picking. I kind of like this one a little bit more. Comparing the two, his body looks incredibly weird, but whatever. It looks cool. I also say it looks like a very perfect blend. So did the other one too. Then this one. This is also a Deva, by the way, the Digimon. This one was the Rat Deva, obviously. And I can't remember what he did. Because I know they fought him or something happened to him, but I can't remember what. So I don't remember him exactly. I remember the Chicken Deva because that was hilarious. I remember some other Devas, but I can't remember all of them for some reason. Either way, um, sliding off from that headache of trying to figure out, the Pokemon is actually has a very long story. I've seen it. It's actually a part of a deeper story in Pokemon episodes. As in one of the older ones, I still have Ash in it. It is really cool. I do like it. I think it is supposed to be a dragon poison type. I think so anyway. Either way, it's a very cool flying type. That's all I gotta say. But the fusion, actually, I thought it was kind of perfect. It has wings. I switched the arms with his little, like, these things he has on his back. And I thought that was pretty cool, you know? I morphed the two faces together to be into one. And then, as you guys can see, I gave the rat tail to it. I also gave him that little like ink shotter right there, but then but he can't. So he has two. But I also gave him the legs. So this kind of significates that it would land, but it can't really walk, so it has to fly constantly, but it can just land and just stay there positionally. So yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. I do really like it. I'd say it was kind of difficult, but it was, yeah, this one I can remember being pretty fun. I do really like this one. This one is actually pretty cool. Ha! I caught. So, as you guys can see, TikTok is acting up again. It did the thing I tried to carry on last time, and it didn't do it, but now it did it. Haha. Either way, I hope you guys had a lot of fun. And, well, I guess see you guys later. Crimson Thunder out.